Hi guys, Eric Pavey here at PickDawgz.com. We're going to get into the complimentary selection in a moment, but I'm going to ask you to do something. Stop, listen, learn. I have a question for you, the viewers. Are you here strictly for the complimentary selection? And that's okay. Or are you here for the system behind the complimentary selections? The reason why I ask is yesterday there was a doubleheader in the Philadelphia Phillies game. And I was getting questions about which game. I was getting text messages about it from non-clients, non-subscribers. And I was getting emails. It shocked me, the interest. I want to know, because I'm considering changing the format, where maybe starting June 1st, if you're only here for the complimentary selection, you can get a lot of complimentary selections here in the PickDawgz community. But my job is to give you something that I don't offer to my paid clientele. If you subscribe to the Dime Club, the low volume, for a week or for a month online, you got the Florida Panthers yesterday, minus 1.5 plus 200. Dime player made 2,000. Now, I normally didn't offer services online for the first year and a half here in this platform. You had to call me, you had to text me, you had to have me vet you. We had to have a phone call to see if we were a good fit. I don't see the views coinciding with the subscribers increasing on the low volume Dime Club, but I see a lot of interest in these complimentary selections. With the caveat, that's okay. The people watching this may not be interested in what I have to offer, and in your mind, I'm just another handicapper giving out a free selection. The biggest bettors in the world for 38 years pay me, retain me. I'm not a handicapper. I'm basically, think of me as a sports psychologist, psychiatrist, someone they can talk to, make sure their head is correct, make sure they don't make the mistakes that a lot of losing bettors make, even with all the access to the best information in the world. You know, the old adage, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. My friends, my clients are my friends. They are my social life. I've had clients for 30 years, 35 years. My oldest client is from 1998. Wrap your head around that. Consecutive, every year from 1998. And I have a lot of those clients here in the PickDawgz community, but I don't know if it comes from these videos. So I just am asking you, because I might change the format starting on Monday, June 1st. I might come on here and I might just give you the system and then allow you to fill in the blank. And then you can figure out the game yourself if you're only looking for the free selection. I might create a product that's less expensive than my base Dime Club, which again, I don't think is expensive. $1,000 for a month is $250 a week. You can go directly to PickDawgz.com and pay $50 for one game for one night. So, because I deal with clients on a minimum of a 7-day / 30-day basis, mostly quarterly and annually, I'm trying to figure out what's going to help you make the most money in your journey to be successful in sports betting. So again, I'm going to ask you, please, put in the comments, send me a text message or an email. Are you here for the complimentary selection, or are you here for the system behind the complimentary selection? Now let's get into the complimentary selection. You heard me say yesterday it would have been the White Sox, but they had a day off. The White Sox are getting $185 at the Baltimore Orioles. When you break down this game and you look at the actual numbers, it's quite wild how the Baltimore Orioles could be laying $225 when they're last in the AL East. They're 19-36. If you've wagered on every Baltimore Oriole game this season, you've lost $1,878. If you put $100 on every Baltimore Oriole game, and what you'll notice as a favorite, I want you to listen. They are 9-19 as a favorite. They are 10-14 as a dog. So if you've played the Baltimore Orioles every time they're an underdog, you're making a lot of money. 10-14, you're plus money. The reason why you're down money is because they are a horrible favorite. Now, we all know about the White Sox. We all know that the White Sox are the White Sox. But we're talking about, in this situation, not the White Sox. We're talking about betting against the Orioles. Now, what's interesting, you ready? This is going to blow your guys' minds. The White Sox are 18-38. Baltimore is 19-36. If you've bet every Baltimore game this season for $100, you've lost $1,878. If you've bet every White Sox game for $100, you've lost $900. They're both down, but here's the wild part. If you bet on the White Sox at home, you've made $235. They're actually winning at home. If you bet on the Baltimore Orioles at home, they are minus $946. So, of course, the White Sox plus 185 is your complimentary selection. But I'm going to end how I begun this video. Is it about what I just gave you, or is it about why I gave it to you? So what you based on the data that I get, because I'm trying to appeal to clients that are going to actually go to PickDawgz.com and fit the profile of purchasing a week or a month, or are going to contact me and want to discuss bigger and better things. And at the very minimum, if you're going to send me an email and ask me which Philadelphia game, or you're going to send me a text message and ask me which Philadelphia game, or you're going to go in the comments and ask me which Philadelphia game, start off by thank you for what you do. I just made a $50 donation to your Bike to the Beach race on June 20th. Click the link below. Put the comments below. Is it about the free selection, or is it about why I gave you the free selection? Good day and good luck.